Well, I haven't done a video for a little while. I tried to find something interesting for people to watch, so unfortunately I'm not doing any projects at the moment that I can do a video of. So as I was talking to a friend of mine in America who he wants to purchase some of the fiberglass cover that I made for him before, he says he's doing some racing on a salt flat or something. Name's Todd. So I thought, ooh, a bit of inspiration. I'll show him a few bits that I've done. So I'm going to show you what I used to use back in the 80s. And here we are. This is a frame that I built. It's an aluminium frame that I made for LAMBRETTA. As you can see, it's got a fuel cap in here. So the fuel is actually in the frame. We've got a shortened headstock. We go around the side. Here's the fuel tap still on there. Bit of a gas tap there. Big flow. I think I was using methanol in this one. The last time this was used was, I think, 1996 at Smearthorpe. It was raced. Before that, and it was running, this is the barrel I was running at the time. It was a TS1 barrel, and we put a big reed block in it here. That's from a KDX, I think, or KDX 125 or something. It's because, I mean, for its time in that year, I don't think many people were using anything that big. I see that Castle LAMBRETTA's now up to that kind of size of reed block. Well, not as big as this one, but yeah, this worked quite well. I think we were doing 14-second quarters with this. We was using a Kawasaki H2 triple piston. This is a Yseco one. That's one of my old Sprint pistons that I've had. It's just stuff I've had knocking around. This is another barrel that was used, but this was used by my friend Joe Kosher. I did this barrel for him. It's a Challenger barrel with a bridged exhaust port. We had to weld his casings up because the transfer ports are quite large, as you can see, and also we welded in another 6-petal reed block like that. That's almost the same size as what Cass is using now, but Joe was doing some good times on this as well. I'm sure he remembers that. He had some great times together, me and him racing. Those were the days. So that's a little video that I've done. This frame, unfortunately, it's longer than the LAMBRETTA, and it's straight, not going down and bent and blah blah blah. It's just a straight thing. The suspension mounted on the back here, which you had to weld the casings up for the suspension, and the reed block just cleared here on the front of the actual carburetor faced forward, but it was shielded by the radiator. It had a liquid cooled head, shielded by the radiator, so he wasn't getting the air forced into it, so it's still quite naturally aspirated. Yeah, seat bolted on here. Quite simple, really basic, effective, except aluminium, nice and light, but difficult to keep the front end down off the line. So you really had to lean well forward on this to keep it on the ground. Yep, loved my Sprint days. Well, that's a bit of history. I enjoyed that, and don't forget to subscribe to me. Bye everyone.